Welcome back again to my video. Today we have something special on the menu, which a lot of people are used to. And today I have my big prep inside the kitchen with me again once more, right? So you can come over here and we will introduce you to what we are going to be preparing today, right? Now, today I am going to do some pork. A kind of pot roast pork. But if you notice, they are not cut small, they are big. See it? So I have them washed and I put a little bit of garlic already on it, but I still have to put some more on it because I forget that I was going to show how much garlic I'm going to be using. So I stopped. So here I am to show you what I'm going to be using on it. And I am not going to be blending up these seasoning here because it's going to take a little while to process because it's going to slow brown it and slow cook it, right? So just want to cut up some of the seasoning on it, and I will save some for later when it's cooking up, but this is just a little to marinate in there. And remember I said I have a little garlic on it already. I didn't put any salt or anything on it because I wanted to show you. I have a piece of scotch here, and later on I will put some more Scotch bonnet pepper in there. Whoa. Pepper is so hot, very hot. Going to grate a little piece of ginger in there. Because I am going to put some more of the ginger in there later. But just to let this marinate for a little while in there. Okay, going to use some black pepper. No, sorry, this is pimento. And later, if it needs any more, it's about a teaspoon, level teaspoon. If you want any more later, remember it's not a jerk pork I'm doing. And a 2 teaspoons of level teaspoon of the Maggi chicken seasoning. And see this? Let me go here. This is like a level teaspoon of black pepper. Going to put some salt in there, and as it's cooking we will come back in and see if it wants more salt. But like I said, I just want to touch this down with a little seasoning. See it? And rub this up. That is some paprika I just added to it there. And we're going to brown this, and we're going to make it slow cook. Okay, so I am just going to cover this down and let it go on marinating while I move on to what I am going to show you what I am making today. The other part of the dish. Wow. I just wash off my hand. Thank you, dear. Now, I am going to be doing a cabbage, but I am not going to be shredding it up. I am going to be slicing it and steaming it down, right? And I am going to be serving this with some white rice. So this is our dish for today, right? So please stay tuned with me. And some oil into the pot. Remember, if at the ending of this there's too much oil, then I will bail it out. And I like to have my pork slow cook. And if you notice how I buy my pork too, it have to have a piece of skin on it. And it have to have some little bone into it, because this is what makes the pot flavorful, right? The bone and this piece of skin here. Those are the two parts that I will fool around, the skin and the bone. And then my husband will eat the same thing, but I give the meat to my son, right? Because that's the part I love. I love to fool around this part. So watch me as the pot get hot. I am still massaging in so it work all over the pieces of pork. And scrape off back the seasoning as I start to brown it. Yeah. Come on back in and let us show you where we reach with this pork. So this is the pork here. It's browning up nicely. This is how I do it. And soon as these two bottom parts catch a little more color, then we're going to pour in a little of the seasoning and cover it, and then let it start to sweat its own water and brown and cook down. So this is, see it here? It's just has a nice brown color to it, see it? I still want to brown up some more on this side. I have a little way to go. See what it's looking like. And if you remember, I did not put any browning on my meat. I did not put any sugar on my meat. And I did not put no soy sauce on it. So just please remember that. If I need any of those coloring as I go along, I will let you see which one I'm going to use, right? But so far, the coloring is looking nice as it is. And then in a little while, I'm going to put some of this, just throw some of it over it, make it comes up into the oil, right? and let it see, catch the coloring and the spices in there, because remember that it never seasoned and put away. So that's how you're going to get your seasoning back into your meat. Oh, you smell that garlic and things coming up into the meat now. So you will see that there now. Turn it down a little bit more. And then now we will come back and show you how it look again and how nicely it's cooking down. So please stay tuned. Welcome back, my friends and family. Now I just wanted for you to see inside the pot here. Let me put this over here, it's better for me. See? See it? If you notice a little seasoning in there, it's still into the oil because it's not sticking. See that? See the seasoning there? The pork is going into it. Down there, see it? Nothing is sticking, but the pork, the seasoning is going right through the meat there now. See it? Nice. See, look at that. I'm just going to give it a little taste. I'm going to let it continue with this amount of flavoring. Turn it down some more now. So see it there? Don't like the oil. Don't like too much salt. And then going to watch it brown itself now. And then we have the rest of those seasoning to throw in there again. And a little bit of my time that leave. This is some time. A little more ginger. Soy sauce. And you see which one I use? The less sodium soy sauce. Right? So I just put a little of this in there. See there? Thyme. And I'm going to put a little piece of, tomato, and I'm going to put a little piece more thyme into this. And this is going to sweat itself. See it? And finish cooking. And then I'm going to work my way to my cabbage. Okay. First of all, see it here? And I'm going to do my cabbage like this today. That. That way. And then I'm going to cut up some seasoning and cook this down with it. I need my onion that is in the freezer. I'm going to try what my subscriber tell me to do. I try one of it already under the water, and this one is in the freezer. So, I'm going to give it a still I make sure I hold it far from my face. But to see if it'll go burn me high. But nothing happened so far. So maybe one more of them come through again. Okay. Just a little oil. Let me turn on this back one here. So this look nice. Walter say, Paulina, how come you get your pork so nice and soft? And when we do our pork, we have to dry it. You have to pull it with the skin. You have to do so. I say because you know don't make the pork cook or the meat cook. So I love when me do it this way. Okay, this is it. And it's slowly cooking in. Take it time. That's where the love coming in. All right. So, nice. Well, catch me in a bit. Going to put in my cabbage now. Honey, hold this because the stove right there is so hot. You see it? Just a little bit. You see, I'm lightly dusting it. See it? I'm going to cover it down now. See it? This is totally different. I'll just throw all of that in there and turn it up. Going to put in here about 2 spoonfuls of ketchup into it. And then in a little while, I will put a little touch of butter in there, margarine. But it's going to cook down. This is a totally different way. Me put a pinch of pepper in there too. Don't want to do everything with pepper. Give me the cover, honey. See there, and it's going to stay there and cook down. So we'll catch you in a bit. Okay, we're back once more. We want for you to take a look at this cabbage over here. And you see it, take it time and it's simmering. I'm going to put a little margarine in there now. See it? Just a little margarine. See it? Here, honey. Okay, and I'm going to let you take a look at the pork here. Look at this. See it? Look at that. Now, this is what the cabbage look like. See how nice it is? Remember, you cut up some seasoning, onion, garlic, a little piece of pepper, some tomato, right? And then you put in 2 spoonfuls of tomato ketchup and a teaspoon of the chicken seasoning, a little sprinkle of black pepper, as what you see, and a little speck of butter. Now this is ready to come off, right? Okay. You're on. All right. Let me just taste the gravy part. And you know what I'm going to do to my friends? I'm going to drop this part of the pepper in there and just let that finish simmering. And here's the rice over here. Soon bubble bubble. All right, my rice is now seasoned, cook. Just sticking it up. See it? Nice and fluffy. See it there? So I'm shutting off my stove now under the rice. You see? This is when, step back for me. This is when you know your food tastes nice. When you just let it slow cook. You put your love into it. This is the ketchup that was in there already, you know, but it's steam cook. Oh, you don't make no nice pot cover. See, this won't come off now. Wow. And you're basting the pork, because this ketchup, from the time I show it to you, no more went in there. So I'm going to show you the sauce. See it? Tender, tender, tender. Just come on over here and watch my pork. I'm going to turn the pot off now, the stove off. Right? See how nice this is? So I'll leave it open because I'm going to make me a plate. And this is my rice over here. Nice. And this is the cabbage. The steamed cabbage. Look how nice this is. So, I'm going to find me a little piece of pork right here. Oh my God. Do this little piece with the pork, the bone, the skin, and put a little rice in here. Remember, friends, I tell you that I am not a big eater. Before, I used to eat like a farmer's ass, but not anymore. Yes, my subscriber who said that I'm too fat. It's all right. I agree with you. And I'm trying to do something about it. I'm trying to lose some weight. So if you notice that I'm not eating plenty. And it's all right. Me and you is still friend. Although you say me too fat, but it's okay. Wow. Ah. I'm going to cut it right here in the light and show it to you. Let me cut my cabbage. This is how I love my cabbage done. And you know what is nice too? If you cook it down in the meat too. Mmm. Who wants some? Mmm. Check out the pork. See it? We make a bigger piece here. See it here? Mmm. Who wants some of this? Who would love some of this? Just call me and let me know. It is delicious. Mm-mm. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please leave a comment. And God bless each and every one of you. And thank you so much for the support. Blessings. Mm.